Thank you to HUEL and Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Associates of the Reject Crime Organization. Your time's up. Reacher is here, and it's time for episode 4. So get ready for a whooping. This show has been terrific. It's so lovely to have it back. G, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. I was watching an Alan Ritchson interview last night,
Ooh.
the one on Stephen Colbert. He is so different from his character. And beyond that, I was just talking to you beforehand. I'm feeling pretty good about myself physically because
You should be.
from January 25th to February 23rd, successfully I've been really back on like diet and exercise, and I've dropped just right under I'm 17.9 pounds, so 18 pounds. So I'm feeling really good. And beyond that, I am also extremely tired because it is a couple days after MultiCon, and we haven't had a day off in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
and
it's been busy.
So I'm very like the filming is fun, but it's all the other stuff around filming that gets really tiring, and then you also don't want to be tired and exhausted just watching the TV.
Yes,
and not
in a
contributing
stupor.
anything when watching the TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
I feel you.
But how are you, man?
We're sharing in that sort of re-microwaved kind of energy. But I feel like today, at least, the pace of today in isolation has been kind of nice, and I'm just really excited to be again. This show, it's cool. Like everything we get to watch, like is a privilege and a joy. But like when a show comes back and it's like really firing on all cylinders, like it's inspiring and it's fun and it's easy to look forward to. Like coming into this shoot, I was like, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm just excited to watch Reacher, and I'm gonna cherish that feeling. But if you guys are excited, why don't you go leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Prepper. Thank you so much for chopping these down. You're the real reachers of the channel. I imagine every edit is just you murking some piece of footage. Anyway, if you want to see the full Reacher experience, everything that doesn't make these reaction highlights, come on over to patreon.com/therealrejects. Grab your Amazon Prime account, sync up to the time code with your own copy of the show. It's like you're in the room next to us. We also got a whole bunch of other stuff streaming over there. Thanks to everybody who showed up and supported at MultiCon. That was a blast, and we were very, very pleased and just grateful to have shared in that experience. Now, let's share in this experience. It's time for Reacher. Let's do this thing.
Angel Doll was the one who set us up. Guy was as crooked as a fish hook. Yeah. No, the new guy I hired took care of him.
Crooked as a fish hook.
It's not my fault. Angel Doll was your guy. You hired him. Not to mention, he helped them go after my f***ing son. Son of a bitch.
Who was that?
Julius McCabe, guy that I work for.
Julius McQuinn.
And you work for him too now. He just made you my new lieutenant.
He knows.
Yeah, boy. You're getting too close for comfort now.
Dirty killer f***ing robot dogs with lasers shooting out of their eyes. There could be anything in these crates.
Laser sharks.
Probably the laser dogs.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Not Reacher.
It is.
How much time you got?
I told Beck I was going to pick up food. Between ordering, waiting, round trip, I'd say an hour.
How'd it go in Hartford?
Damn.
According to plan, had to burn down the DEA safe house.
You don't get to do whatever the hell you want without considering the consequences.
Like I said, that's your problem. You're pretty smart. You'll handle it. I'd replace Duke as number 2.
Did he just say she's pretty and smart?
He did.
Beck confirmed McCabe is running this whole thing.
Okay, I have a picture of him from when we staked out the shipment. You were right. It's huge. This guy, here, looks moneyed and in charge.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
him.
That's gotta be Julius McCabe, right?
I know Ms. Xavier Quinn.
The guy you thought was dead?
The guy I thought I killed.
Ooh, yeah. That friggin' face.
Come on.
They really know how to shoot him. And I love the thunderclaps over there.
Of how our cop lady wasn't like.
Thanks anyway.
Reacher's looking for an Asian
Let me
American man.
guess. Julius McCabe's a dead end.
Ironic, there's a different Asian American man.
Quinn wouldn't use an alias just to have it lead back to him. He's too smart.
So this isn't just some guy you have beef with. Quinn's someone you wanted dead, still want dead. Why?
Because he's evil.
Hey, you might be bigger than me, but you are not more important than me, not on my case.
Oh, damn.
So open your goddamn mouth and tell me what you've been keeping to yourself, because I have a right to know exactly who we're dealing with.
Yes, ma'am. Holy shit.
God, she is such a wonderful addition.
Yeah.
It started with a file that landed on my desk years ago.
Oh my God.
Y'all read up on the Gorowski case?
Finished 10 minutes ago.
This thing looks like the real deal. I think you'll need some help keeping your head above water.
In the form of whom?
You will soon have the assistance of E7 Sergeant First Class Dominique Kohl. Sergeant Kohl is a doer. She's going to help you focus on the important cases, like Gorowski.
Just
or
gets all the
die.
strong women, man.
You've got more workload than you can handle right now. You're overloaded with all this ticky-tack nonsense stuff. Maybe the Army should set you up with a few MPs. That way you can just work on the big stuff.
With the 1/10.
A team of special investigators.
The special investigators, you don't mess with them.
She's impressive.
What did you think? I was going to send you some soup sandwich.
When did she get here?
She's already
in
here.
my pocket. Oh, she's outside.
Now.
It's gonna be Sandra Bullock.
Sir, Sergeant First Class Kohl reports is ordered.
At ease, Sergeant. Come in.
I don't really mean at ease.
My focus right now is on one particular case, and it could use an extra set of eyes.
May I ask what kind of case?
Espionage. Top secret weapons design blueprints being sold by a weapons specialist named Gorowski. Something wrong?
No, Reacher.
Speak your mind, Sergeant.
Nothing important. But I'm realizing now that you've just learned that I've been assigned to you in the past 5 minutes.
Why do you say that?
Oh no.
When I learned I'd be working under you, I asked around. You have a reputation of being demanding yet respectful to those that you work with. So if you'd known I was coming, there would be a second chair in here, but there's none.
Ouch.
I don't like people hanging out in my office, so I got rid of the extra chair. But I found out about you 3 minutes ago.
I assume by your tone you don't like surprises. I don't like surprises either, but I promise you won't regret bringing me on. I love my work, and I work very hard.
Good to know.
I mean, you're observant as hell.
Take a look at this and tell me what you think while I get us coffee.
Sit on the floor, Dominique.
Yeah. Crisscross applesauce.
No cream, no sugar, please.
Coffee black. Respect it.
Specialist Gorowski has no criminal record. Perpetrators usually don't commit their first crime in their 40s and not after they join the military. His civilian life is clean. His military life is decorated.
Ooh.
He's made a good salary. No debt to speak of. Has a family.
Perfect life.
You don't wait until you have stuff to lose and then decide to engage in risky behavior. There's a reason that over 70% of all crime is committed by people under 40. They don't have anything yet.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Ah, interesting statistic.
He just doesn't fit the profile.
Mike, bring in a chair for Sergeant Cole.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's get to work.
He's gonna live a long time.
Oh my god.
She wasn't a soup sandwich.
Sharp as a tack. She figured out Gorowski was making dead drops at a local park, so I sat in with her on a stakeout.
You have 1 hour to be there, Reacher.
We ate soups and sandwiches. Yeah, it was
A little trick,
exactly
isn't
this
it?
hour of
Spy
TV.
making a drop in the park.
There's a reason Hollywood copies some things. They work.
Meta. Jack Meta.
It's happening.
I thought I was going to pee on the rail.
Now we wait.
We wait.
Unlike before.
But now we know what we're waiting on. We can wait more efficiently.
What happened there on your hand?
Cut from a broadhead. My dad and I used to go hunting for elks.
Where?
Downtown Minneapolis.
Wise ass.
Anywhere that there were elk. Montana, Arizona, even Pennsylvania. He would take me everywhere.
Let's go.
From where?
Elkhart, Indiana.
So much elk.
You would leave a place called Elkhart to go hunt elk?
Go on, Elks fans.
Were you any good?
Real good, but couldn't touch Maxwell Cole. He could pick pine cones off trees, slice bark from 40 yards, hit an elk from 80. We made a good team.
Got a cool name.
You're using the past tense. No more hunting?
No more dad.
Uh,
Died 5 years ago, but I still hunt.
like now.
And he still comes with me. How about you? Where'd you grow up?
All over. My father was a Marine.
Is that why you served?
Maybe. Never really gave it much thought.
What's your dad doing now?
Same as your dad.
They work together now.
What was he like?
Plain New Hampshire Yankee with a disdain for anything fancy.
New Hampshire.
Had no use for excess or wealth. Pretty compartmentalized guy.
So you take after him.
Man, he got open with her, too. He's got vulnerable with her.
Maybe. Never really gave it much thought.
Pickup should have happened by now. I mean, maybe they clocked me, or maybe Gorowski tipped him not to come.
Like, he identified with her.
Yeah.
You can't know for sure.
Not only did he lead her,
You never leave valuable top secret documents this long in public without somebody promptly picking them up.
Unless it's the garbage man.
Collectors be the go-betweens?
Negative. I ran them down. They're civilians. Clean. No ties to Kurowski.
Let's get to it.
What if they hired a sniper?
One of us would find out when the other one's head explodes.
Let's put this to the test.
Empty.
I see you.
Oh, it's a trap. Bait.
It was a misdirect. Kurowski's car was blocking that trash can when he pulled out.
Dang. Dang. They already got it.
Real drop happened in the newspaper.
So we're staring at a garbage can while the document's being picked up 30 yards away.
Clever.
I never should have assumed it was the envelope.
In an investigation, assumptions kill.
Yes.
Good rule.
It's Garber's.
Good rule.
I flew-barred this whole operation.
Don't worry about what went wrong. Focus on putting it right.
Another Garber rule?
This is an engrossing flashback because I remember in season 2, whenever we
I think we need to haul in Kurowski.
did the flashbacks before, it felt like, okay, this is going to be over soon. We're just getting information.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the immediate and happening now.
Yeah,
And I
totally.
just got pulled out like, oh, this is the flashback.
Think you'll plead the Fifth Retained Counsel and then things will work out? Let me be clear. There isn't a chance in hell you are going to lawyer your way out of this.
Oh boy.
We picked up your friend. Got him with blueprints red-handed. Wanna know the first thing he did?
Smart.
He ratted you out.
He admired her.
We know that you were selling out your country. We know that you approached him with an opportunity.
No! He came after me.
Oh.
Why would he think for a second that a patriotic, decorated soldier would betray his country? No one would ever approach you with an offer like that.
Because it wasn't an offer, it was a demand.
A demand?
Oh boy. Who you mixed up with?
Oh, I couldn't. You don't get it. He's a psychopath.
Okay.
He's scared.
Quinn.
Give him time.
Does he have an earpiece or something? Or is he just,
I think
they're
he's
just sensing each other?
Yeah, they're
Somewhat.
just locked in the frequency.
That's it. Let him sit in his fear for a while. A little longer.
What are you afraid of?
That a girl.
I can't tell you.
What can't you tell me?
Anything. He's dangerous.
How?
Extraordinarily.
Smart. She's coming across concerned.
How is he dangerous? This is the moment, Roland. Everyone eventually has it. The moment in your life where you either do what's right or you f up so bad it's not only you who pays the price.
Ooh.
You get hanged for treason. Your wife, your child, will be dealing with that long after you're gone.
My
Oh shit.
That's real business.
They are dealing with it now.
She's 4 years old, and he took her.
Holy
He lured her off the preschool playground. I wasn't even late picking her up.
Ew.
She just wasn't there.
Oh.
My phone rang. They told me to smile and to tell the teacher everything was okay. I did. They held her overnight just to prove that they could.
Ew. Ew.
She was terrified.
Every day there's a new uncle showing up at that school.
Yeah. Look, his
Times doesn't tell you guys, she doesn't have her uncle. Stop letting her go.
New policy at this school, you have to reveal your uncle upon enrollment.
I had to do what they said, or the things they said they would do to her.
No.
I never been paid a penny.
That sucks.
Been given a thing, just a weak assurance that my family would be left alone as long as I did what they say.
Did what who said? I need a name.
No, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Try me.
I am not saying anymore. I can't.
The build up to Quinn is so well done.
Yeah.
It's been excellent this whole season.
You give them what they want. And they own you because now they know your weakness. So once they don't need you anymore, they will get rid of the only connection between the security leak and them, and that's you.
Yeah, buddy.
Her ability between like drilling and warmth is so well done.
Or your family dies or you all die. But there's no way you're not paying full admission on this thing. Your only way out is us. I need a name.
Come on, man.
She's good, yeah.
Full name.
Xavier Quinn. He's military intelligence. That's why I couldn't go to the cops. Anything I say to them would get back to the military and eventually him.
Dude, you gotta go.
You so much as put in that report that you picked me up, you'll know within the day.
Oh,
Now
shit.
you have to help me.
Oh, shit.
He's an evil man.
She even knows how high to look.
Yep. I know that eyeline.
Brand eye hasn't changed. Still has a thing for kidnapping and coercion.
He sticks with what works for him.
So how'd you play it?
We tread carefully and dove deep. Found out all we could on Xavier Quinn.
You got to get back to. You're gonna be gone a lot longer than an hour.
Seriously.
Spends weekends up at a farmhouse in Linton. What kind of career military man can afford those kind of assets?
The kind who has a side gig selling state secrets.
The phone records you requested.
Those Quinns?
Affirmative. I already reviewed his LUDs. I saw multiple calls to the same person over several months.
Ooh.
Calls were to...
It's toward the end. Page 12.
It's a late night chat line.
I highlighted them for you.
Oh, he likes you.
Safwan Qasim.
I did a preliminary run on the name. He's a Syrian national with military ties whose cover job is a senior research fellow at a think tank.
Is this guy with Quinn?
I'm afraid. I'm real afraid.
This has got to be the guy that Quinn is selling secrets to. Great job, Tony.
Sure, my pleasure.
No, Tony.
Now that we know this, what's the next step?
He misled Reacher.
We pay a visit to Safwan.
Yeah, I don't trust it. Anything that doesn't come from Dominique or Reacher, I don't trust.
If Reacher's gonna make mistakes, you do them in flashbacks.
Yes. Yeah. They are distant memories.
It's not our guy. Damn it.
I know you're itching to take him down, but you can't forget Safwan's a government agent, so his security detail will be former paramilitary. We neutralize, but don't kill.
Copy that.
Copy.
Bro. Nah.
Club's gonna close soon.
I wouldn't last 5 minutes in there.
Don't like crowds?
Music's terrible.
Hey.
If you can call it music.
I don't mind it. I like dancing. Anytime, anywhere. Anyone ever want to go dancing, I'm in.
Oh, that's going to come back later. He's going to say something about dancing on your graves or something.
There he is.
Let's go.
Wow, even here, the blue lighting is phenomenal.
Mr. Qasim!
Who's asking?
Major Jack Reacher. We've been made aware of your connection to unlawful trade of American military secrets. I'd like to ask you some questions.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, boy. We're going to do it the mean way.
No. Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Don't do it.
Let me guess. Hired help, paid by the hour. Couple $100 a day worth dying over?
Hey. No.
That's what I thought. Pick these morons up and get lost.
Absolutely not.
I'm a foreign national with many powerful friends.
You're a foreign national who attacked American military personnel on American soil, which means I can disappear your ass in less than 2 hours. Locked up in God knows where, gone forever like you never existed.
Oh, boy.
We'll hold you. You'll help us bring in Xavier Quinn, and when it's over, we'll put you on a watch list and a nice coach seat back home. Your choice.
Jack negotiation.
Just gets a coach seat. Damn.
Yeah, not even first
Not
class.
even first class after all that. That sucks.
I know you like Cole.
Like her, like as a friend.
Shut up.
Like her.
But you can't let personal feelings affect your judgment in the field. Never turn your back on a viable enemy to save a fellow soldier. You only get 2 dead soldiers that way. Finish the task at hand. Trust your partner can do the same.
Or they both die?
Maybe. Oh, but he turned his back on you.
She's not into dancing. Just ask her to dinner and bring flowers. But not roses. Every asshole brings roses.
No.
This guy's all over me about wanting a smoke. Any wiggle room?
What do the regulations say?
No cigarettes, drugs, or alcohols for detainees.
Then why am I looking at you?
Oh, so where the kid's gonna die? One of them's gonna die.
We were just putting the paperwork together to present to the judge for Quinn's arrest warrant.
My problem is if I was in this room, I'd be asking questions about the romance.
Yes.
So do you take her out?
get together?
This will be all the case if he can make it.
We'll make it. Cole's evidentiary presentation, solid. The only piece missing are the blueprints Safwan will get from Quinn at the brush pass tomorrow.
That's what we'll need your help, sir.
Whoa.
We need an airtight presentation to the court so we can secure the arrest warrant, bring in Quinn, get the conviction.
You get me the blueprints, I can get them authenticated promptly.
Thank you.
Good luck.
This is great because I don't trust any character that's not the two of them in this flashback.
Reject Nation, I put on some weight over the holidays. So in the past month, I've been on a pretty strict macro counting diet. And I gotta say, I'm feeling better than ever. At the same time, you gotta be real about something. Sticking to macros means really having to factor out a lot when you're trying to pick meals. And when life gets busy, that's when there's a chance it could all fall apart. That's why when I don't have something to cook, but I still need something that fits within my diet, I go for this bad boy. I know you've seen me drinking on camera before. HUEL. So happy, just got a fresh order. I have definitely probably ordered more personally for this household than they've ever paid me. I don't know if that's true, but I feel confident in that theory. And HUEL's Black Edition ready to drink is a complete meal in a bottle, packed with 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals. You're not just filling up, you're fueling up. And here's why I love it. A, it's tasty. I've tried a lot of plant-based ones especially, and this one's actually great. All my vegan friends and I, we get together and we talk about how great HUEL is. It's efficient. Obviously, there's no cooking, there's no prep. You just grab it, drink it, and you're good to go. Low sugar, high protein, great macros. Whether you're tracking your intake or just want a balanced meal, this one generally checks every box. My guy, I haven't even read that one yet. Slow release carbs. Just keeps getting better. It's a benefit again when he's ready to go drinks, right? Takes all the guesswork out of having to eat well. And best part is, the thing's affordable too. Each bottle is a meal that costs less than $5, making it a no-brainer if you're looking for a quick, nutritious option. So if you want to give it a try, it's a great way to support the channel, but more importantly, support your body. You can go to HUEL.com, use my code REJECTS, and get 15% off your first order, plus a free gift. What's the gift? You'll find out. It's a gift. Start fueling your body, even on the go. Trust me, you'll love it.
We'll need to proof this thing once more. Why don't we do it at the bar?
Was he sitting at Reacher's desk?
I could use a beer.
There are already going to be people who believe you didn't earn this case. If we're seen out socially, those people will look at this as something more than what it is, and it'll only add fuel to their fire. Let's not let some assholes diminish what you earned.
Damn.
I could use a beer, too.
Supportive mentor.
Thanks for looking out, boss.
Thanks for the great work.
Oh.
Is there a bug in there?
Yeah, must be. Jack Negotiator would have been a better one for the alleyway scene. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, damn. We're just looking straight at his face.
Oh, Jack Bencher.
Jack Bencher.
And as soon as bags changed hands, Frescone followed Quinn, so we always had his 20. Once we got the green light, we'd move in and make the arrest. Cole and I met Safwan at a prearranged location where he gave us the blueprints.
Cool. What a location.
We have the entire exchange recorded. If we need your testimony, we can find you anywhere in the world. So don't try to hide. You have 6 hours to collect your things and get out of the country.
You promised me a plane ticket.
Pay your own way, asshole.
Dang, cold.
These are genuine, highly classified state secrets that are being sold at a bus stop.
Exactly what we hoped for.
A well-documented pattern of clandestine meetings, $500,000 in Quinn's offshore accounts,
It all seemed like it was going so well.
top secret weapons blueprints in a Syrian agent's possession, and 3 MPs to testify in court. We got him.
You got him. Let's go make the arrest.
It's going way too well.
Really?
Track down the leads, put together the research. I'm no credit jumper. Besides, you should be the arresting officer for the same reason we didn't get a drink at the bar.
Oh.
Everyone will think you were just along for the ride with a senior officer. Frescone can go with you. Put the cuffs on Quinn, Sergeant.
Oh, Jack Mentor.
You earned your moment.
Thank you, Richard.
Welcome, Cole.
God damn it. Oh. This is going to be it. This is going to be where it happens.
I know. Flashbacks engage as hell because, you know, there's like the impending death coming.
Yeah.
You have junior officers, agents, operatives in every branch of federal government getting wrapped superiors all the time.
Thanks, pal.
I'm not talking about you, old man. My point is, you looked out for her. She was special to you.
Yeah, Jack Teacher.
Dominique Kohl cared about doing the right things the right way. She was going to be great.
Oh.
She already was.
Yeah, truth.
She's probably en route.
It's 35 minutes to McLean. Taking him down should take less than 1. Cuffing him and putting him in the car should take no more than 3. That's 49 minutes tops, beginning to end. It's been 61 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Jack Counter.
I don't text people. She knows that. She'll think I'm micromanaging her.
Oh, buddy, he's nervous. You got the butterflies.
I'm texting her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You told me the kid was solid. I'm sure she's got this handled.
There's her first text.
Thumbs up, smiley face.
Winky, tongue out.
What'd she say? Got him. Cuffed. Heading in. Sir.
Oh, no.
I told her never to call me sir the first day we met.
Never has
You never
sense.
have to tell Cole anything twice.
Yeah, damn it.
Damn, great detail.
Police! Your hands where we can see them!
Oh, what is this going to be?
Jack in the full tactical gear.
What is this? Oh, okay.
So this guy wasn't as sus as we thought.
You turned your back to the enemy to help her.
Oh. I am sorry I doubted you.
Up here.
Did they do something fucked
Gross.
up?
Yeah, I'm worried. That's what
like
I'm worried.
nail her to the
Say.
walls or something? Oh.
He took her somewhere.
Helicopters up yet?
Almost, sir.
Not almost. Now.
General, the report you requested on Quinn?
Months ago.
Months ago.
Xavier's recent attack on a teacher, his history of harming animals and persistent antisocial behavior can only lead this therapist to a diagnosis of malignant narcissistic personality disorder.
It's a good thing we gave this guy military training.
Yes.
It's Quinn's juvie file.
It's quite a supervillain origin story.
Quinn took her alive. Without my testimony, Cole's, Frasconi's, Quinn walks. He wants Cole to tell him the name of the commanding officer who oversaw the case so he can kill me and disappear.
Wow.
He's gonna torture her.
Oh.
She would never give me up.
No. Oh, man, that really sucks.
Quinn needs someplace quiet, secluded. A place where he knows he feels comfortable and in control.
Yeah.
Tons of land, desolate. A place no one will hear Cole scream.
And a great place to vacation.
Start tracking it down. I'll head towards Linton. Call me as soon as you have the address.
Yeah, man. Like, just the tension of this is so ominous.
Tell me you have it.
We're close. I didn't think Quinn would put a house bought with dirty money under his name, but there are 4 homes held by LLCs in Linton.
Oh, my God.
The last one is a 20-acre farmhouse on the river. 23 Mallard Road, off State Route 4.
I'm minutes away.
I'm so worried what we're going to see.
Doesn't matter. This doesn't end with Quinn getting arrested.
Do it once. Do it right.
God, do it once and do it right.
Driving through the nights with no lights on like that in the snow.
Jack Avenger.
That's a bold move.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. Maybe he just wanted to take her on a date and didn't bring the roses.
Oh, damn. No, not the barn house.
Oh, yeah. I don't want it.
What an ominous ass shot that was.
Yeah.
Just the darkness of it. And then the one light there to let you know with a creaking door.
It's like a haunted house.
Oh,
damn it.
Man, no. Oh, what a this must be so disturbing as hell.
Oh my God. Poor thing. Oh, how cruel.
Wow, these obscured angles they take.
Yeah.
But to still be able to drive it home.
Oh my God, and to have her, obscured right behind his silhouette. Like, oh,
Focus.
yeah, focus on
That
the job at hand.
One breath out.
Yeah, the way they shot that.
How the hell could this guy possibly survive his revenge wrath?
Great question. Santa's here.
Why did he do such a brutal ass way of murdering her? That's what I was teaching her. It was torturing her.
Gun.
Ha ha ha.
You assume you know the whole story, but you don't. The girl and I were in all this together.
What?
A few weeks ago, I saw you guys at the park. Knew you were getting close, so I reached out to Cole and cut a deal. She'd string you along, make you think you're closing in, and then at the last moment,
Bullshit.
she lets me get away and she gets paid.
Nah, dude.
But then she tried to me and take all the cash.
Bro.
Got ugly. I snapped, and yeah, she had to go. And I know I'm gonna have to do some time for that. But I prefer 20 years over a life sentence, so let's make a deal.
That's a deal.
They're higher ups.
Oh, hey, you were.
Big military brass all in on this.
This is our first time we're hearing him talking, and it is effective. I hate him so much.
Work with me. This case will make your career.
Nah, bro.
What's her first name?
What?
You know the first name of someone you cut a deal with.
Yeah.
So what's her name?
My man. Oh. Ooh. Effective.
Damn, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Punched him with the head of the gun.
I've always wanted to stab somebody with a gun.
Have you now? That's what you've always wanted to do. Damn, this
Part of me.
The locations of this season are next to none, man. This is wild.
Props to the location scouts. Unsung heroes. Wow. That looks authentic.
He obeyed the rules. I'm surprised he didn't
just try to rush him.
I'm surprised he didn't brutally murder him, yeah.
Got all that money back there. Could just take it and go.
Please tell me he shot him in the head, dude.
He did.
Murder rap coming back on you?
He will.
Dominique.
What's her name?
Huh?
That was her name.
Yeah, put it together, dog. Should've got him in the chest and the head.
Maybe he has a twin brother.
That would be funny. Get a little soap opera twist going on.
How could he have possibly survived that?
No, the water was cold enough to, slow his heart rate.
I shot him with his .22 so ballistics wouldn't match to my service firearm. Small round was the problem.
The bullet lodged in his skull and never got to his brain.
I assumed he was dead and gone.
Assumptions kill.
I've learned not to make assumptions in an investigation.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ugh.
Wow. 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 How awful.
She was cool.
Yeah, man.
She would have been an excellent addition to the 110.
The bar! Hit the PD! Armed approaching! Raise your hands so we can see him! Commanding Officer General Garber called us. Who's under the blanket?
Sergeant Dominique Kohl.
Where's Xavier Quinn?
No idea. He was gone when I got here.
Big mistakes.
Oh, boy. Oof. Oof. Never be okay again. What a great image that is, too.
I'm sorry, man, but you're gonna get him this time.
I didn't pay Teresa to go undercover. I threatened her with a prison sentence.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I made up a story that the DA who prosecuted her boyfriend on drug charges felt that Teresa held back on her testimony so he'd get a lighter sentence, and now the DA wants Teresa to serve time.
It's because Reacher was open first.
I told her that if she helped me, I'd get the DA off her back. But I f***ed up.
Oh, boy.
And now I have to make it right.
Wowie.
Wasn't able to save Dominique. We can save her.
Guess we have that in common.
Ooh. I have to go pick up the phone.
Well, now that my story's done.
Yeah. Oh, he really did get some food.
Well, he had to.
Just what food did you conjure up in 10 seconds?
This one box took 1 hour.
Yeah. And only I'm going to eat it.
Got any coffee?
All you have to do is ask.
I did ask.
You asked if there was any. Not the same thing.
May I please have some black coffee?
Where's Mr. Duke?
He no longer works for Beck's company. I've taken his place.
Coffee? Black? Coming up.
Guess she doesn't like Mr. Duke.
I am curious.
Everything okay?
Long night.
Doing what?
Crimes.
Remembering things.
Yeah.
It's been a long night for us, too. Lots to be done for the boss's 50th birthday.
Are most of the guests coming from work?
He hates people from work.
Anyone coming from afar?
Why so curious?
I'm the number 2 now. I should know who's going to be there. Run the names of his friends.
Friends.
Oh, boy. He don't got friends.
It's all people from town, business owners, people who love his money, and he loves that they make him feel important.
You should have seen him 15 years ago when the missus was alive. A different man.
I'll take the coffee to go.
I hope we get a whole flashback episode on him.
Thanks, Agnes.
Hey. You'll learn the other lady's name.
The other lady didn't do jack shit.
Hey,
She just said she had a hard day.
I picked these up for you. Fresh clothes.
Beck can't have his number 2 looking like number 2.
Hey, funny.
Means I look like Matt.
Hey.
I hope they fit. The shirts stop at XXL.
It's been a while since I've smelled new clothes.
Oh.
I hope you like them.
Merci.
Jacques Richard.
This dude is just so comfortable being in front of people.
Yeah, man. God, he should just always be this way.
He just answers the door.
Yeah.
Never cares.
Who's trying to climb up the
Sounds like the sun is training or some shit.
Is he chopping wood?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
My guess was exactly right.
It was. Makes sense, you know? He wants to learn to take care of himself.
What?
Come on.
Wow, you know Reacher's exact wardrobe.
Yeah, the iconic costume.
Come on, you don't want townies messing with you. Show me what you got. Hit me in the chest as hard as you can.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Beat him down, Jack.
Okay, you're doing it wrong. First of all, you punch with
Use your hips, man. Yeah.
Well, your power comes from below the waist. Show me your fighting stance. Oh, boy.
Spread those legs out. Lower your center of gravity.
I watched the Terminator train, John.
Your dad never showed you how to throw a punch?
Well, my dad doesn't really give a shit about me. He let him cut off my ear.
You ever consider that maybe he was protecting you?
I'm your dad's number 2 now.
You will respect his name.
Aged out at 18, wound up poor, alone, on the streets.
Well, you're poor, alone, and on the streets.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
And I'm built like a brick shithouse.
Hard to pivot when your feet and shoulders are lined up like that. And you leave yourself wide open.
Open for what? Okay.
Strength is not your strength. You need strategy. Tell him you'll count to 3 and hit him on 2.
But isn't that unfair?
No one looking to hit a guy like you cares about a fair fight.
Truly.
The weaker guy in the fight needs to throw the first punch and make it count. Make your first shot your best shot.
What if I'm not the weaker guy in the fight?
You will absolutely be the weaker guy in the fight.
Asshole.
You will absolutely be the weaker.
Has it occurred to you that if Reacher had things up with Quinn from the start, we wouldn't be in this mess?
Oh.
Reacher kills people off the books and doesn't seem to have a problem with it. He killed Angel Doll, the guys from Bizarre Bazaar, now Duke. You can go to prison trying to save Teresa. You okay with that?
Oh, I like that they're questioning his methodology.
She's not the girl I'm willing to go to prison for.
Oh.
Too many places. For all we know, all of these places could be legit since Beck's covers the rug distributor.
Teresa could be at any one of them, so we're gonna check them all.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, man, we're going to get some real cliffhanger, aren't we? It's going to make us want to tune in for next week.
That's right.
Then we're going to be back here wanting to see how it ends off.
That's how TV works.
I got a call from McCabe. He sent someone over to Bizarre Bazaar to get Angel Doll's laptop back because all the shipment schedules are on it. But it's gone.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Maybe it's in the house he was hiding in.
No, because it had a tracking app on it in case it was lost or stolen. It shows it's at a commercial tubing facility that we own.
Oh, is that where they're at, the cops? Our cops?
Shit.
Angel Doll's guys must have taken it.
Oh. Yeah, he was looking at it in the car.
Was the laptop there the whole time?
Don't know. The app only shows real-time location, and 3 of McCabe's guys are already on their way over there.
Ah, no.
Here's the address. Go help kill whoever has that laptop.
Oh, no! It's
Fun.
It's so complicated every time.
Fun. Oh, my God. And he's only going to have to murk more dudes.
Make a call.
Hey. Gonna have to do it by touch.
Oh, no, this is where he dies?
I hope not. I'm really afraid that his ruse...
Is that a cameo from someone?
I don't know.
Duffy, Quinn's tracking Angel Doll's laptop. You need to ditch it and get out of there now.
Nothing?
Of course, she's not picking up her goddamn phone.
Not a single sign of Teresa.
I don't think...
Damn it, no bars.
God, no.
Steel roof.
Steel roof.
They actually explained it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, writers.
Hey. I was going to say, I don't think that one guy was Lee Child, so I don't know who else would be a cameo.
Cave was clear. He went inside, ain't supposed to be. We kill him.
Wait a minute, isn't this that guy? Is he the... His beard's throwing me off. I feel like this guy shows up in stuff. Ah, no! Oh, no!
Reject Nation, fun fact. Fantasy football is now a part of my life. Why? Because my wife and her friends are obsessed with it. So I'm constantly hearing about things I never heard about before, like who's getting benched, who's a sleeper pick, and why someone's entire weekend was ruined over a bad play. And at this point, I figured might as well support my wife the extra mile and get in there myself. And that's why I want to thank Prize Picks. And my wife will tell you I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to stuff like this, but Prize Picks is the easiest way to play daily fantasy sports. No complicated drafts, no long-term commitments. You just pick 2 to 6 players, decide if they'll get more or less, then their stat projections, like passing yards, points, or rebounds, sports terms. And if you get it right, you win. It's that easy. And it's quick. You can make your picks in under a minute, way less stressful than managing a full fantasy team. And you don't need to be a hardcore sports fan either. Believe me, you don't. Whether you casually follow games or go full deep dive mode, it's fun either way. And the flex play. Flex play means you can still win even if you miss one pick. So it's not all or nothing. And here's the best part. Prize Picks is available in most states, including this lovely state, California, Texas, Georgia. So it's so easy to jump in. So it'll be an amazing thing for yourself and to support the channel as well. You could download the Prize Picks app today, use code REJECTS, and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even have to win to get the bonus. Prize Picks, people. Run your game.
The rollicking end credits song.
Who'd you think that was?
An actor who I first saw in a Goosebumps, The Legend of Fever Swamp, but has since, just been like a working actor who shows up. There's a lot of henches and guys of that nature. I think the last thing I saw him in was Violent Night as one of the, goons. But anyway, that's not as important as you guys leaving a 5-star rating or however many stars you're compelled to leave on this, if you're listening to it on HUEL or Spotify. Hey, gang. Thanks for tuning in. RecheckNationShop.com. G, how did you feel about this week's episode? This week, this is this week's, and we get to wait till next week. That's crazy. What do you think? How do you feel?
Why'd you say it that way?
Did it reach your spirit?
I think it was a really good episode. It's not exactly like. Whatever, it doesn't matter what you need to compare it to.
Rank them.
The last season had a lot of flashbacks, and I weirdly never felt like we really got to live in there. Maybe there's a moment, one or two that I just don't really recall, but I like that most of this episode was dedicated to the flashback because this is really driving home the build-up to Quinn that we've been getting, Reacher's motivation for why he's hell-bent on getting his revenge completed. And it really does feel like it adds a rich piece of history to Reacher's background, pre-110 as well. Like the whole flashback was genuinely engaging, and the Dominique character was a very engaging character. Her performance was strong. You could see how she could have been an excellent partner to Reacher. In some ways, oh my God, blanking on who's the one who's always around now, Neely. In some ways, she's like, she's not exactly like Neely. If anything, she's kind of like a more mini Reacher in some ways, in some of her own like intelligence capacity and negotiation skills capacity. Maybe not physical strength, but everything else. You could see why he cared about her so much, and he identified with her as well. And it was beyond. He's someone who he gravitated towards and was able to feel proud of, and really wanted her to succeed. Like the way they sold that was well done, because you obviously know she's going to die at some point, but you also kind of don't want it to happen. And when it does, it still really hurts and stings. So the flashback's effective. On top of that, too, they also give us Quinn, our first time we get to hear him speak and get his interactions. And that's really important for a guy you've built up for so long, because even though he's like way more powerful now, that introduction to his first few speaking lines does go to show like the tactical ugliness, lack of empathy, emotional care this guy is. Like, he's truly villainous in a way that didn't feel mustache twirling, despite the fact that he has a mustache. It was a really a rich, emotionally engrossing episode for that. I was surprised because they cut to the flashbacks a lot in season 2, and I remember being pretty let down by not really feeling like I got much out of it. Even though there was a lot of it. And this one was like, I'd forget that it's a flashback. I'm like, this is not the immediate unfolding story. And I like how it also adds to the nuance of the present. Like how they talk about how he still keeps up with his kidnapping. He does what, it works for him. He knows what to do. So I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really, really good episode. It's not the most plot heavy moving it forward, but in order for the plot moving forward stuff to be effective, we really need to feel the why behind everything. Like last season was so much about 110 and one of their own died, and
Was he dirty or not?
was he dirty or not? And the bottom line is you have to really care about 110 getting their revenge for what they did to one of their own, and I never really did.
Yeah, it's like I like these guys, and I like them largely because they're so important to Reacher. But there's some missing element of like real depth to bond you to them. Because like this episode, like
I'm also too. I'll add. I'm a little because we had our criticisms of 2, and I think some of the. But I've actually been listening to Alan Ritchson. Alan Ritchson has his criticisms of season 2 quite a bit too.
Oh,
I didn't realize he did.
Oh, interesting.
And I think I'm like, oh, no wonder. Like there are times we're comparing it to 2 and saying like, well, here's where it's improving upon it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like so okay. It's like because I'm comparing it because it's similar, right?
Yeah.
110 guy died. You want revenge? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does we see flashbacks? Traditionally, you're supposed to give a shit about who died as they do the flashbacks, so that way you want them to get the revenge.
Totally.
And this episode succeeded.
Yeah.
and that where I thought a whole season of that didn't really quite hit it.
It's like how in one episode they're able to get like I didn't like full on cry this episode, but I did like shed a tear or two. I got misty eyed when the real shoe drops and the grim reality sets in, because they do sort of what feels like effortlessly arrest you into these moments, and the way they chose to unfold their story and the way that they kept the wraparound going, to keep you tied into the present felt very well proportioned and very kind of fluidly composed, I suppose. Because, like it makes absolute sense why you would need this deep dive now, and we're, entering the halfway point of the season. And so, this story functionally brings us closer to Duffy and gives her and Reacher a better eyeline, and by extension, the rest of the team a better eyeline.
Mm-hmm.
And it serves to continue building up the threat that is Quinn, or whichever name he's going to be, truly revealed as. And I really just enjoyed, I was just really endeared by the nuances and the choices and the whole way they meet him, being apprehensive about having any kind of help, and then her coming in and being like, oh, I did my research on you, and judging by the room. It's like, you can see how you wouldn't expect them to have similar approaches or similar, just like mindsets when it comes to things, and it made for a very natural first impression, and it really was charming to watch the way in which, Reacher truly wants just to have a peer or peers who are, who excel at their own strengths, but who also, effortlessly kind of align with, the way that at least he likes to do things, and that methodical but, respectful nature of things. And it's like their flavors you wouldn't necessarily guess would go together, but like watching them bond and watching them like on a stakeout. Like on a stakeout is a good way to have like, ooh, the crime action is happening, but also it's an excuse for characters to learn and get to know each other. And like all that contributed to the fact, and to him looking out for her was just a nice way of making it so like, oh, Jack Reacher's an especially enlightened guy. He's aware of the fact that yes, there are a lot of ways in which women especially are diminished in various leadership positions or in the military or any status of power and authority. And even that thread was just super endearing. It's like, truly like big brother looking out for you, looking out for my peer. And when, the reality sets in, you find yourself bargaining, even though you know what's going to happen. I was arrested in that moment of like, okay, the same way on the current timeline, we're like, are we going to find, what's her name, Teresa? Part of me is like, well, maybe we can find Dominique and she'll be okay, but I know she's not going to be okay. And like, it's good when they get you kind of bargaining with yourself and sort of hoping against hope that maybe what you know is going to happen, maybe it's not going to be that. And then, to capture the reality, the outcome, the way they did, I thought was really well handled, because, I remember the first season really struck us when you see that one dude nailed to the wall, and like you see that, it's gross. and it leaves an impact.
It really stands out though because it's so like jarringly gross, and the show's never done anything since then to be that like jarringly gross.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason I think it still works is because it is just like, well, it was just a nail gun, so like conceivably you could do this, but also like how extreme. And this wasn't quite as extreme as that, but it is like really icky and harsh, and the fact that again like they strung her up in a barn is a very loaded thing to have done anyway. But yeah, playing so much of that in
it would feel distasteful if they actually showed it.
Yeah, or exploitative, and you know, you get just enough. It's like these intimate little details. You see her feet and the space and the blood, and you see like I really appreciated the choice to have that deep focus lens when he's at the doorway and he leaves frame. It's the one time you could theoretically make the whole image out, but it's all out of focus. You can't. And it's, yeah, it all serves to crystallize this moment that is clearly important to this character. We've seen Reacher in a lot of positions, and certainly season 2 brought a lot of that personal, like, I feel some level of responsibility. How could somebody I, you know, trust and care about potentially be involved in some kind of crime and or, you know, met an unseemly end? And this was like, for the amount of, for how reticent he's been to speak about it, you can see we've had all these scenes in the lead up to this episode in season 3 of him, you know, clearly playing out probably that moment in his, you know, mind's eye to then solidify it there and to see his face as that moment of trauma and that moment of, you know, taking the responsibility. Like, you should go. You should be the one to do it. He's trying to help her out by sending her out to do this arrest. And, you know, had he not done that, things might have been different. And you believe the human bargain of that and the weight of the responsibility a character like Reacher would accept in the wake of this. And yeah, you, without too many words or a big melodramatic, like falling to the floor and crying kind of scene, like the emotional impact resounds heavily. And yeah, it's funny that you have like a season 2 that has so much flashback, and then this season has like this one major flashback that like is so rich, you know, and it does. And granted, there's a lot less to do. You don't have to set up a whole group of people. You just have to set up one person.
Well, it also is a good visual storytelling one where it starts off like a bright, sunny day for Reacher, and in walks in this kid who just does come across like a little bit off first appearances, you know, when so much about, you know, his reasoning for you should make the arrest, we shouldn't be seen getting beers because it's about propelling her image up. And even I, as an audience member, when she walks in, I'm like, she looks a little like shy or something.
A little green.
And then before you know it, she's like just as like hyper observant and analytical, great at reading a room, like physical stuff, and telling about a character like how Reacher is right away. And like surprises you, which is effective because Reacher's surprised by how good she is too. So it works. But as the story progresses, that blue dark lighting, which is very much reflective of their present day, picks up, starts entering the flashback.
Yeah.
And then by the end, of course, it is like very much today of whenever we are in the nighttime of our present day storyline, whereas it is a descent into darkness. So there is like a cool cinematography telling of what we're watching with the flashback as well.
Definitely. And too, just the way they draw that air of paranoia. It's like, you know, oh, the guy.
Yeah, I thought everyone was like, oh, this guy's even the lead guy who was helping him out at the end. I'm like, is he gonna like shoot Rebecca?
Yeah, 100%. So like, yeah, and I appreciate, and I don't know if that was exactly their intent. I feel like it probably would be. And yeah, like it just engages you that much further. Like it really puts you in the flashback rather than feeling like you're being told information. And then when we cut back to, you know, present day, like I thought it was really charming to get that aside with what's his name, Richard, the son. You know, that little brotherly back and forth that they're developing, I think is quite charming. And then also the kind of fun of the season, which is like, okay, so I finally did the next part of the puzzle in solidifying my position as number 2. It's like every problem that arises, every solution leads directly into another sort of like, oh shit, now I got to go put this fire out because the solution I came up for the previous problem is now creating a new problem. Now we have all this intel from Angel Doll's computer, but now Angel Doll's computer is going to lead them directly to Duffy and the other guy. And so that's fun, you know, as much as obviously these guys are formidable. And two, the reveal of Quinn in the flashback is cool because it's like we meet face to face, you hear how he talks, and you see like you have this expounding of information about like, oh man, his file's crazy. He's like torturing animals and he's a sociopath and he's a malignant narcissist and all this stuff. And then you meet him and he's just like bargaining in a way that, feels kind of sociopathic or feels, like snaky and
was an instantly confident tactical liar.
Yeah, totally. Totally. And like it's unexpected, like, you know, you might expect a different posturing from a character like this. But he's just like literally reading the situation and coming up with the next possible, you know, lie or whatever it would be. And to have it come down to what's her first name, you know, so you're selling me this story that she was corrupt too. What's her first name? It's always like a detail like that, but I thought that was really nice. And two, like some of the most horrendous villains are people who you wouldn't necessarily expect just from their outward demeanor. And I thought the Quinn performance, at least in the past, had that quality where you're like, ooh, you might not make this guy like at face value, but like, ooh, that's even creepier, especially when you see what happened to Kohl, you know, to Dominique. And it's like it still adds to the tension of meeting him in the present, you know?
Yeah, and I think my favorite, my last thing is that I think they're doing a really good job at giving you little moments. It's like the emotions of Jack Reacher, the character, come through in micro moments, and these micros build up enough to make macro differences. And you know, sometimes it's more apparent or obvious if you're getting like the stakeout scene or whatever, or seeing the death of Dominique and that. But it's like even there, the death of Dominique, and then that moment where like it looks like this guy could cry right now, and he just has to take a breath and do a job, or something like subtle with him getting clothes. I don't know where they're going with this whole French maid story, but I'm
curious about
feels
that.
very like it's the most like I don't know. It's only 4 episodes in, but currently I'm like, this is a very action movie type of thing happening here.
It is a little
the
bit.
hot French maid.
I'm rooting for the hot French maid and the chef lady. I'm rooting for that to, you know,
it's
I feel
charming when it's there. I'm not bothered by it.
No,
but the just really quick, it is the when he gets the clothes and he says like there's like this weird awkward pause, and he's like, I haven't smelled new clothes in a while, and like things like that I think add richness to Alan Ritchson's character. So
they add texture.
Yeah, I think it's good stuff. I think it's really good stuff. I think everything about it's really good, and but
I'm rooting for the French lady and the chef to amount to. I'm curious about them because I think it's a fun trope, and it's a true trope that like oftentimes it's like the help or the people in the kitchen or, you know, the people in stations that are like non-involved with the operation are often the people who are able to catch stray details or hear things because people kind of forget that they're there, or they don't, you know, estimate anything of their presence. And so I hope that I'm charmed, by the thread that is so far, and I'm hoping that it amounts to, you know, perhaps some interesting, you know, piece of intel or development as we go, because just the back and forth there is fun to watch regardless. But what did you guys think of the episode? Is it the best one so far? Should we get a spin-off about Kohl where there's just this story but more expanded? Because there would be no other stories to tell. Leave us the comments. Leave us all your thoughts, and we'll catch you next week for Season 3, Episode 5. This has truly been terrific thus far, and I cannot wait to continue. Thank you, guys. Peace.
Jamieson, my man.
Jamieson.
Patron of the Day shout out. You know what that means for your first one?
Uh-oh.
Jason. stands for Javier, because I have a mechanic named Javier, and he's a good guy.
A stands for Alvin, because I assume that if you were in a gaggle of chipmunks, you would be the leader.
M stands for Multiverse of Madness, because I can only imagine what the other Jamiesons are like in the other universes. They're a bunch of Javiers.
That's right. I stands for Indubitable, because indubitably you are indubitable.
Oh, I agree.
E dubited
stands for Equity, because investing in you is a sure way to gain some real returns in life and quality.
S stands for Soluble Fibers, which I assume that you get many of in what is probably a very well-rounded diet.
O stands for Oranges, because biting into you is oh so sweet.
N stands for Nicaragua, where I would like to take you on our first date. Just go there for one day and then come back.
That's very impressive.
Be good. You and me, Jamie-san.
Everyone always wants to fly off to Nicaragua.
That's right.
Their first day.
All right.
Well, thanks, Jamieson.
Yeah.
Hopefully you stick around as he's become truly deranged over the next few months.